Have you ever felt overwhelmed whilst onboarding new team members? In this video, I'm sharing the 4 C's of onboarding, the fundamentals vital to making sure your new hires are set up for success. Plus, a bonus C that is almost always forgotten, but I actually think it's the smallest thing that makes the biggest difference when onboarding new hires. Let's do it. High quality onboarding is crucial. It's far more than a welcome gesture. It's actually the groundwork for your employee's journey into your company. And a solid onboarding process is pivotal within that. In fact, 75% of employees believe that a well-structured onboarding program is key to their long-term commitment to the company. Simplifying your onboarding process not only makes your life easier, but it actually makes your new team members feel valued and ready to excel from day one. So now let's look at the 4 C's. They are compliance, clarification, culture, and connections. Each of these is a vital ingredient in order to brew the perfect onboarding experience. Starting with compliance. It's all about setting clear expectations. Informing your new hires about company policies and standards is really crucial. And it's not just about the rules, it's actually about creating a safe and respectful environment from the get-go. Now, if I'm totally honest, I used to consider the compliance side of onboarding a little bit boring, but I've really recently come to realize that it's so important to set the scene of professionalism. And actually, that is what puts our new hires at ease and lets them know that we've got their back and we know what we're doing. When it comes to integrating this fundamental into your onboarding process, I wouldn't actually advise ticking all of the compliance boxes up front, because that's actually where it gets a little bit tedious. But I would advise to be sure to separate your compliance aspects, like signing documents or sharing policies or procedures, into 2 or 3 clear bundles, and start with enough to create the professionalism and safety, and then be sure to signpost when the next bundles are coming up, mainly so it doesn't feel like we're in a never-ending cycle of paperwork. Next is clarification. Here we ensure that the job roles and responsibilities are clear, and I mean crystal clear. By this point, you and your team have no doubt discussed the role and the responsibilities during the recruitment process, but that isn't really enough at this point. Very early in the onboarding process, try and take the time to specify the core job role, each element of the job description, all of the roles and the responsibilities of that person, their main team members and their main points of contact, and also what success looks like within the first 3 months. As a real pro tip, we see lots of businesses who onboard their new hires with Waybook clearly outlining the company's expectations and actually give the new hire the opportunity to comment and accept those expectations. This eliminates any confusion and actually helps us set the stage for efficiency and success right from the start. So far, our first 2 C's can actually be done completely in an entirely systemized way and also in an asynchronous way, which means that it can be incredibly efficient for you as a business owner, but most importantly, really consistent for every new hire. The next C is where it gets interesting. Number 3 is culture. This is where your company's heart beats, the living, breathing feeling of who you are as a company and how it operates. A Gartner study recently found that a positive business culture leads to 30% higher levels of innovation. And while there are elements of your culture that will be more defined and others that are just more implicit, try and codify as much as possible to share consistently with new hires. How you choose to introduce your vision, your values, and your goals can deeply influence how a new hire perceives their role and their future within your team. So aim to share these essential cultural aspects using more than just words. Bring them to life with real-world examples of team members exhibiting your values or using narratives to deepen the understanding of your vision. As well as sharing this information, try to integrate your core values into the onboarding process. For example, if one of your values is keep it simple, make sure you keep it simple. If you have a value about being dynamic and engaging, then don't just send them a Word document. Make it dynamic and make it engaging. Fourth up, we have connections. It's all about relationships. 85% of small business employees rank the people they work with in the top 3 most important things to them in their job. While it is important for the founders and the managers to be involved in the onboarding process, the more we can build the relationships with their immediate team, the more easily new hires can just hit the ground running and feel at ease. But bonus time, try to integrate organic connections with your new hires and existing team members of other areas of the business, people that they wouldn't naturally or normally work with. These small social connections do wonders for people feeling at ease and being able to bring their best self to the business. You can achieve this in ways that feel natural and appropriate to your business. Things like meals or games or quizzes, one-on-ones, walks, group calls, and ideally a mix of all of these elements. And remember, a team that bonds together grows together. So now you've got the essential ingredients to construct the perfect onboarding process, but I know you're still here because you want the bonus element. The 5th C that most people forget, but it makes the biggest difference, and that C is checking back. Regularly checking back in with your onboarding hires to make sure that all is well with them and also to optimize the process. Effective onboarding increases employee performance by up to 11%. So all of the value is in checking that the plan is actually working and giving the new hire the additional touch points to make sure that they get more and more familiar with the company. Having one person as their main point of contact, either a manager or perhaps a cross-team pal, means that they always have a friendly face to help and actually gauge their comfort levels, their fit, and ensuring a seamless integration into their new role. And crucially for you as a business owner, it ensures that the new hire is asked about the process, enabling them to shape your onboarding process for the next hire is really the cheat code that means that you'll always stay on top. These 5 C's are not just simply nice to know. They are the essential elements to integrate into your onboarding process, to build a stronger, more cohesive team. Implementing these will significantly enhance your onboarding experience and contribute to the broader success of your team, getting people to value faster and also boosting the retention of your top talent. If you're looking to optimize your onboarding for a remote team, check out our video on how to onboard remote teams. And if you're looking to take your onboarding process to the next level, then don't forget to check out Waybook, the ultimate tool for streamlining and optimizing your team's onboarding, training, and creating a single source of truth. But until next time, I hope you have a great day and enjoy some smooth scaling.